What if you could make something so strong it could stop a bullet, yet so thin it's literally invisible? Something that conducts electricity better than copper, but you could fold it up like a piece of paper and put it in your pocket. We're talking about graphene, and it's been hiding in plain sight this whole time, inside your pencil. Welcome to our Explain in 5 Minutes series, where we explain a complex science or tech topic in 5 minutes. If you're ready, drop us a solid and hit the like button. It helps our tiny channel battle the algorithm beast. Now let's get into it. For most of human history, building strong things meant building heavy things. Castles needed thick stone walls. Armor needed solid steel plates. And if you wanted to stop a projectile, you needed a whole lot of something. Sandbags, concrete, you name it. The rule was simple. Strength equals stuff. More strength. Reality's favorite hobby is making things complicated, but this one seemed pretty straightforward. Then, in 2004, two scientists at the University of Manchester decided to play with a roll of Scotch tape and a block of graphite, the same stuff in your pencil lead, which, let's be honest, sounds less like a Nobel Prize winning experiment and more like something you do when the Wi-Fi is down. Graphite is basically a giant stack of atomic pancakes. Each pancake is a 1-atom-thick layer of carbon atoms arranged in a perfect honeycomb pattern. That single layer is called graphene. For decades, scientists thought it was impossible to isolate just one of these layers. They believed it would be too unstable to exist on its own, like trying to build a house out of a single sheet of paper. But Andrei Geim and Konstantin Novoselov weren't convinced. They stuck a piece of tape to their graphite block and peeled it off. A few layers of graphite came with it. They took that piece of tape, folded it and peeled it apart again, splitting the layers. They did this over and over and over. It's the most brilliantly simple, almost stupidly low-tech method you can imagine for creating the most high-tech material on Earth. After countless peels, they were left with flakes so thin they were transparent. They had isolated graphene. And this is where reality's rulebook got shredded. A sheet of graphene is 1,000,000 times thinner than a human hair, yet it's over 200 times stronger than steel. It's the best conductor of electricity and heat ever discovered at room temperature. It's also the most impermeable material known. Not even the smallest helium atom can pass through its tight honeycomb lattice. We're about to get to the truly wild part. So if graphene is this miracle substance, why aren't our phones foldable, our cars bulletproof, and our energy grids hyper-efficient? Because naturally, there's a catch. While making tiny flakes of graphene with tape is easy, producing large, perfect, uncontaminated sheets of it is astronomically difficult and expensive. It's like discovering the world's best building material, but you can only make it one brick at a time, and each brick costs more than a supercar. But the arms race to scale up graphene production is on, and if or when we crack it, the world changes drastically. Forget silicon. Graphene-based computer chips could run thousands of times faster, leading to computers so powerful they'd make today's supercomputers look like pocket calculators. Graphene sensors could be so sensitive they could detect a single molecule of a disease in a blood sample, revolutionizing medicine. It could make seawater drinkable, a graphene filter. Essentially a sheet with tiny holes poked in it could let water molecules through while blocking all the salt. Desalination solved. And the truly bonkers idea? The space elevator, anchored to the Earth and stretching to geostationary orbit. Graphene is the only material we know of that's strong enough to make it possible. It would turn space travel from a massively expensive rocket launch into a simple elevator ride. We aren't just talking about a new material. We're talking about a new foundation for civilization. It's the blueprint for building things at the most fundamental level possible. One perfect layer of atoms. We've been stuck building with chunky, messy, three-dimensional stuff for millennia. Graphene is the beginning of the 2D age. So, if you had an unlimited sheet of graphene, what's the first impossible thing you would build? Drop your comment. This is the ThinkBug, where tiny curiosity leads to big insights. Give us a thumbs up if you feel a little smarter. Want to go down another one of our rabbit holes? The algorithm thinks you'll like this video next. See if it's right.